Hello, I'm Shonda Lane, and today I'll be making a steampunk storyboard. I'm starting using a Dick Blick 8x8 canvas board. I'll then be collaging on some pieces of ephemera. These are all tissue papers. One is from Ruby and Hazel, and the other is the Postal from Tim Holtz. For this particular project, I chose to use gesso as the glue medium rather than gel medium. As always, a complete supply list is included in the description if you're watching on YouTube, and hyperlinked on the blog if you're watching on the blog. After putting the collage pieces in place, I'm then going to go over each of the pieces with a very light layer of watered down gesso to both help seal them in place and prepare the surface for additional work. After giving the piece a quick dry with my heat gun, I choose the Dylusion sprays that I'm going to be using as the background colors and begin laying down my initial layer of color. Once that initial layer is down, I again give it a quick dry and then using a wet baby wipe, dab off any excess to create some additional areas of interest with some lighter color. I discovered that the Ruby and Hazel tissue paper did not hold up very well, and all of the musical notes that I intended to show through the light layer of gesso and the Dylusions had actually been washed from the paper. To correct this, I actually have to go back and reapply the collage over the Dylusions. So I again get out the tissue paper, and using matte medium in combination with Dylusions, I'm able to actually pull the Dylusions color onto the collage pieces to reintroduce those important elements while maintaining the current color scheme. With the ephemera elements back in place, I still wasn't happy with the color, so I went back and added a few additional sprays with my Dylusions. Another quick dry, and it was time to introduce this Gears stencil from Crafter's Workshop. This is a 6x6 stencil, and I'll be using this stencil with some basics modeling paste. As Dylusions are not waterproof and remain water soluble throughout most medium applications, the Dylusions will have a lighter tone where they show through the modeling paste or are absorbed by the modeling paste, providing a natural highlight. Now I have my two characters, Spells and Poison, and I've placed them in the middle of the storyboard, dictionary pages from a vintage dictionary from the local charity shop, onto the board behind them. In each of these dictionary pages, one is the entry for Poison, the other is the entry for Magic and Magician. I'm using Dylusions to blend the dictionary entry more into the background of the whole piece. And then I will do the same with the Magician entry. I'm going to add some circles radiating from the center where these two characters will be located using this DCWV stencil and gel medium. Once the circles are in place, I pull up the stencil and allow the piece to dry. Now I'm going back and taking my two characters and measuring where they're going to stand. Using my two heavy body acrylics, one in white and one in black, both Liquitex, I'm going to make some circles on the storyboard. I decided I didn't like the harshness of the all-black circle, so I'm going to change a few of those circles to gray, and then add some basics, matte medium, blend them back a bit. To give that center circle, the most important one, an extra bit of dimension, I'm taking my Liquitex Heavy Body Acrylic in black, and I'm outlining the circle using my Dino Wankley fine applicator tip. If you're interested in knowing what other professional quality paints that tip will fit on, please see the video link above. Adding a few additional sprays of Dylusions to deepen the color in the center of the piece, and then blotting some excess spray. And with my two characters placed, I add a few extra circles. After letting the piece sit overnight, I came back to it with the realization that I was unhappy with the character representations. I cycled through a number of representations before deciding on the final one. And if you enjoyed this video, you can visit me on my blog at www.shondylane.com or by leaving a comment below, and I do respond to all comments. Thank you! Hello, I'm Shondy Lane, and today I'll be making a steampunk storyboard. I'm starting using a Dick Blick 8x8 canvas board. I'll then be collaging on some pieces of ephemera. These are all tissue papers. One is from Ruby and Hazel, and the other is the Postal from Tim Holtz. For For this particular project, I chose to use gesso as the glue medium rather than gel medium. As always, a complete supply list is included in the description if you're watching on YouTube, and hyperlinked on the blog if you're watching on the blog. After putting the collage pieces in place, I'm then going to go over each of the pieces with a very light layer of watered down gesso to both help seal them in place and prepare the surface for additional work. After giving the piece a quick dry with my heat,